Welcome to 360 Strong Women. We're going to do a core workout today. I'm Beth. I'm going to lead you and guide you in this practice. You will need a mat, a dumbbell that's appropriate for you, some comfortable workout clothes, some great shoes that are supportive, some water, and let's get started. First thing we want to do is warm up our body, let our body know what we're getting ready to do. So we want to step side to side. Start to open the vascular system up. Reach up, take that nice side body stretch. I'm going to twist out my spine and rinse it out. 3 to 5 minutes is appropriate, but if you need more time, bring your knees up to your chest. So first we want to bring our knees up, open up those glutes and activate them before we load them up. I'm going to tap to the inside of my feet, like to open up those hips, little external rotation. Notice that my shoulders are rolled back. I'm not dumping forward. I'm not doing anything with my neck, keeping it in a neutral position. Then I'm going to come back and tap the back of my heels. Open again the glutes and quads, hamstrings. Wondering why, Beth, we're doing core work and you're working a lot of legs. One, we're opening up the vascular system. We want to get oxygen coming through the body. And two, yes, I'm working your hip flexors and stretching them out because a lot of core work requires hip flexor work. Your core actually comes from here all the way here past your gluteals. But what core work does do is make your body really strong. Do a couple squats. Get those big muscles activated. Notice I'm putting this apple under my chin. I want to make sure I'm not dumping. Move side to side. Warm that body up. Might take some circles with my arms because sometimes core work requires you to be in a plank position. And that requires you to work your shoulders. I'm going to crunch down to the side. Keep my elbows tight. Nice and gentle. Just telling my body where we're going to be working. Soft knees. Twisting, transverse movement means we're rotating. Hip flexors are ready for all this work I'm going to require of them to help me with my core. Take that big breath up. Exhale it out. Roll the shoulders, roll the elbows. One more big breath. Exhale. Go ahead and get a sip of water if you need it. Don't wait for me to cue you for water. If you're thirsty, sip water. Sip our water, not gulp it down so that it doesn't sit in your stomach and hurt when you're exercising. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my dumbbell and we're going to work a standing core sequence first. Work right side and left sides. I'm going to put the dumbbell in my right hand. I want to split my stance a little bit to protect the low back. Apple under the chin, roll the shoulders back, tuck in your abs. Your abs like I've put a button here, put a needle through it, tufted it, pulled it back into your spine so that it pulls your spine straight up and pulls everything tight to protect your lower lumbar. I'm going to raise my dumbbell above my head, but not hyperextend it. It's going to be right here in front. So if I look up, I'll be able to see my dumbbell. And then I'm going to exhale as I bring my dumbbell or my elbow to my knee in the straight position. Notice that my toe is flexed. Now here, exhale. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can tap in and out. Roll your shoulder back if you need to. We're going to go to the other side. So again, and you can do this without any weight. This is just added. If you're just starting out, perhaps consider not using a weight and do all of this just with your body and then adding weight as you go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You can put your lever out if you need balance. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're crunching. So you're exhaling all the air out of your abdominals when you do that. Going back to my right side, we're going to come out so that I externally rotate at the hip. So raising it almost like a shoulder press. If you have a shoulder issue, no weight, please. I'm going to grab my obliques here in the front so that I can feel them contract and point my toe out to the side. As I lift, consider that there's a piece of rope tied to my toe that's tied to my dumbbell. So as I pull down, my knee lifts up. My elbow comes behind my rib cage. Exhale, inhale. 5 more. 4, 3, you've got this. 2, and 1. Then bring your weight very close to you, and we just go to the other side. Set it up so that your form is perfect. I can look up and see my weight. I'm not hyperextending my rotator cuffs back. I'm going to keep them here so that they're safe. Safety first, form over everything else. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. You've got just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then bring your weight very close to your body. Go ahead, get a sip of water. Put your weight down. Very important. When you're lifting and you're doing standing exercises, your weights are on the ground. Squat down for them or lunge squat down for them. Don't bend over, please. You're going to hurt your back doing that. Keep your up under your chin. Squat down, pick it up. Put it back down. Squat down, put it back down. Same thing with your water bottle. If you're constantly bending over, it's too much on the back, even if it's light. And if you're lifting and your heart rate's up and you bend over and drop your head below your heart, it's going to make you really dizzy, and that's not awesome. On here to your mat for high plank. Place your hands shoulder width. Use your yogi fingers and press down into the fingertips versus pressing down onto your wrist flexors and extensors. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, roll the shoulders back, up onto the chin, looking to the end of your mat. If you're just starting out, take your legs in a V, wide, so that you can open up your center of gravity. If you're used to planks, legs together, one leg up, one leg over, you decide. Now, it's not this, it's this. Really breathe in and out. I'm going to count to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring your knees down. Option is to come to child's pose. Stretch out the shoulders. You can also dorsiplantar flex your wrist flexors. Roll them out. Roll the shoulders. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my weight again, and we're going to do an oblique move. So right side, left side again. I'm going to hold my weight and pull it over to the side. And then as I lift, I'm going to bring my knee up, give it a little twist, and push my weight to the back. So, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So roll those shoulders if you need to. Again, if the weight's too heavy, lighten it up or get another weight. You're doing awesome. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Job, nice work. Middle abs, obliques, standing. When you do a high plank or a low plank, you're working abs and back. Like a symbiotic relationship. Strong abs, strong back, strong abs. If you're short on time, I highly recommend planks over anything else. Yes, planks over crunches. It's going to make your core super strong. Forearms come down to the ground. Consider that your palms can be facing in or dolphin. You can press them flat. That's just about shoulder rotation, comfort level. If your shoulders are really wide, you may need to have them here. This is a little external rotation. This is more neutral. Find what's comfortable for your shoulders. Elongate. Again, you can take a wide stance if this is your beginning. And you're hovering like a tabletop. I'm going to look to the end of my mat and breathe and not hold my breath and count for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Count with me. 9, 8. You've got this. 7, 6. Count so you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I can feel my abs, my core vibrating like this so that you know it's working. This is what I see happen all the time. We're working it, we're working it, we're working it. We throw our butt in the air to come out of contraction. But this won't help your core. This is just loading your shoulders and making them sore. Load your abs, load your back. Make them do the work. Standing position, no weight. Do opposite, elbow to knee. Going to shoulders follow hips, follow toes. Exhale, transverse movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Working balance too. Glutes, legs, upper abs, middle abs, obliques. We'll get to those low abs. There's a little bit in there, not too much. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. You've got it. Exhale it out, breathe up, catch your breath, roll those shoulders, get a drink of water. Meet me back down on your mat. We are going to do low plank again. If you are just starting out with planks, you can do high plank, you can do low plank. Want to learn how to load your body. Consider loading. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking a break. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Load. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do it that way if you're just starting out. This is for those of you who, all right, Beth, I can do plank, perfect position for a minute. It's no big deal. What we hear all the time is, plank challenge. I'm going to hold my plank for 5 hours because that's awesome. If that's on your to-do list, you can go for it. It's not going to make your core stronger. It's going to make your shoulders hurt. Once you are in plank and can do plank in perfect form for a minute, it's time for you to move in plank. Our bodies are meant to move. Stronger is to add kind of a destabilization to it. Add movement while you're holding your plank. And this is the first way we're going to do that. Come down into my low plank. Remember, I want to set my body up for me. And then while I'm holding my plank, I'm going to tap one knee down, one knee up. Notice I'm not twisting my hips. Single, single, double. There you go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. My hips are staying in alignment with my shoulders, really working those abs, but I've added some movement to it. Breathe. Please don't hold your breath. Please don't hold your breath. 2 more. Last set. And then you can come down. Bring my knees in. I might come down to a child's pose just to stretch everything out. You can also do a cat-cow. That would feel good. If you've gone to my stretch videos or my yoga videos, you're going to know how to do child's pose and cat-cow. If you haven't, don't forget to check those out. So if you've subscribed and rung the bell, you're not missing content. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel and you've stumbled upon this, please like, subscribe, and share or ring the bell so that you don't miss content, because I'm just going to keep adding content to this channel so that you receive all the great information, particularly about form. It's really important. There's a lot of stuff out there that disregards form for your anatomy. You're going to hurt yourself. Let's all win together. Make our bodies strong together. Core work is part of that. And I will share one day about my whole story of how I got into fitness. Fractured L4, L5, herniated a disc, and it was very painful and debilitating. I chose exercise and nutrition to overcome that. I understand chronic pain. Understand where you're sitting, and I'm going to help you, if you'll stick with me, overcome it. Movement is part of that. So meet yourself where you're at. It's a really important rule, especially in movement. I'm going to do Spider-Mans, and I'm going to do them forward so that you can see what I'm doing with my leg. And then I'm going to do them standing. Spider-Man, I'm going to be in a high plank. High plank if you're not used to Spider-Man. My shoulders and my hips are in alignment. I'm just going to bring my knee to my elbow and press it back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Apple under my chin, abs are tight. 2 more. And last one. And then you could circle your arms. You'll feel that lactic acid in your muscles. Doing Spider-Mans, Beth, it's very hard for me to get on the ground in a prone position. One prone position is going to feel harder to you if you're just starting out these exercises because heart training. Prone position is heart training. So the more you do, the better you get. However, little at a time, right? Progressive, small movements. Be the turtle, not the rabbit. Left, right, left. Slow and steady wins the race. Consider if you can't quite get down onto the ground in a prone position, or you've done a few here and now you're tired and can't be on your wrist anymore. It's okay. This, remember we did this? Elbow to knee. Now if I put my body in a prone position and do this, Spider-Man, elbow to knee. Same work, different plane of motion. So we want to keep changing our planes of motion. There's options for you. I've got options. Consider that you can do a lot of your core work standing up. You don't have to get on the ground. Down below, if you need a video on alternatives, modifications. Consider that modification doesn't mean easy. It just means accessible. Still going to be doing work. We're going to be in a prone position, but this time we're going to be in tabletop, maybe a little bit more accessible to you. You'll still feel the heart to gravity. And we're going to do a yoga pose, but it's also a core pose. And it's really good for balance. It's really good for strengthening abs and back and abs. 2 fists between the knees, drop down, shoulder, elbow, wrist in alignment. I'm going to look to the end of my mat and raise my right hand, palm in. So I'm waving at you, palm in, right by my ear. My opposite foot is going to shoot straight out, toes down, flex towards the knee. I'm going to pull the pit of the belly in and up and grow my body. Apple under the chin, bird dog, or 2-point bridge, we can call that. Now just holding this in this position is working a lot of core. This is static work, but you're really working. And you can feel the contractions if you've been working your abs, everything should be shaking. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I can add to it by elbow to knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Set your tabletop up for you. I need my hip over my knee. Palm in. Grow the body. Flex the foot. I'm in my bird dog. My hips are squared off to the mat with my shoulders. They want to follow each other, and that's a good thing, so that we don't turn the hip out. I'll see this a lot. Foot comes out, then your hip turns. This is going to hurt your back. Force it to face down into the mat. Hold that. Holy cow, you feel that shaking? I do. That's awesome. It's working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then exhale. Inhale, grow. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And bring it down. I'm going to be in what's called hero's pose. Toe stand. Here or here. I'm going to sit back, row, pull up, bring this around my shoulders, and row to the other side. Come down, row. Come up, around. Come down, exhale, row. Come up, round the shoulders the other way. Round the shoulders, row. Round the shoulders. There we go. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep your elbows tight, please. Facing me. Done. Question. I had a question from a subscriber, so thank you for the comments. I love comments because I'll address them, and especially if it's something that I know somebody else may have a question about. Yes, muffin top love handles, you can work them as part of core work. Obliques help, lifting helps, clean eating of course helps. Want to be in a supine position for this. Go ahead and lay down on the ground. So consider that closer your ankles are to your glutes, the easier this exercise is. And you want your feet hip width. So 2 fists between your knees, drop your knees down. My hip flexor follows my knees, follows my ankles. I'm going to find a comfortable position that works me a little bit. I want to keep an apple under my chin and then roll my shoulders back and lift them off the ground. My palms are going to be up in the air, fingertips to my heels. So as I reach my fingertip to my heel, I'm going to exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. And then move your feet away as it gets easier. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 5 more. Through. Last one. Then lay your neck all the way down. You can bring your knees to your chest just to stretch that out. Happy baby is even appropriate. Remember, happy baby, knees drive into the side body, low back stays on the mat. You can rock and roll it a little bit. You can also open up your feet into butterfly just to externally rotate your hip flexors, because your hip flexors did a lot of work with this core work. I'm going to bring my arms out to a T and then come to a simple supine twist. The whole of the goal here is to keep your shoulders on the mat. So thank you for asking what to do with that particular group. We have just done core work. We did from here underneath a lot of obliques because it works around the middle section of your core. Do another one that's more in another video. I want you to get used to doing plank. Really clear, just because we're doing a core work exercise, or we may do upper body one day or legs one day, it's not that I'm focusing on just getting your abs tight and ripped. It's not that. I'm just teaching you the different exercises for different muscle groups without being overwhelming. Try to give yourself grace about that. Space and grace. It takes time. It takes time to build habits. It takes time to see transformations sometimes. Don't give up on yourself. Be the turtle, slow and steady. Consistency is going to be your best friend on this journey. And we as a tribe, 360 Strong Women, we are here to help you. See the comments. If there's comments, please, thank you for reaching out. Keep pursuing your wellness journey. Keep working those pillars, the pillars of wellness. Keep working your fitness or your movement, your healthy eating, your mindfulness, that yoga, meditation, breathing, our sleep habits, our self-care, and then our social well-being, which I just call friendship. Keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. Share with your friends. Get them on this tribe. It's important that we all work together to make this happen. I appreciate you guys. Reach out to me if you need anything. And